Aye.
Fancy!
Hey friends, welcome to Whiskey Whistle. I'm the host of the show, Mark, and you're watching Whiskey Review number 208, Glenfarclas 2004. This is matured in sherry cask, and it's bottled at 59.8% cask strength. This is called the Cask Strength Premium Edition, apparently for the German market. Let me get that poured. There we are. That's plenty. Now, this is my second Glenfarclas on the show here. Very happy to have another Glenfarclas on Whiskey Whistle. The first, that was the 17-year-old, probably about a year and a half ago, celebrating my daughter's, the birth of my third daughter, in fact. So anyway, nice to have it back on the show again. And if this is your first time watching Whiskey Whistle, thanks for joining in. Don't forget to subscribe, and why not hit that like button right now? Leave a comment also, okay? Have you tried this or any other cask strength Glenfarclas, like 105? So now we're going to get into the tasting. We'll talk about the nose, the smell of it. We'll talk about the palate, how it tastes. We'll talk about the finish, the aftertaste, and then we're going to give it a Whiskey Whistle whiskey score, okay? Now, good thing I cannot read a single thing on the back of this can because it's all in German. But it looks like there's only 6,000 bottles of this limited edition. In sherry, only in sherry casks. Yep, anyway, that's about all I can figure out there. So, great. Now, let's look at the color first of all. Find a nice page there to use. Here we are. So what do we got here? Well, it's 10 or 11 years old, and it's pretty much getting into the copper end, much deeper than just gold, isn't it? Nice color. And let's have a look at the legs on this one. Here we are, roll it around, spread that liquid all over the interior of the glass, and voila. What do we have here? Again, we've got nice, slow, drizzly legs. Look at the beading right there. See how slowly they drip down? Some of them are just hanging there. Very, very syrupy. That's a combination of both the ABV, the high alcohol content, and also the fact that this is likely unchill filtered. That would sure be a shame if they filtered this one. Beautiful. Does it say anything about that on here? No, it doesn't. But anyway, we'll find out. We'll try to find out. Oh, and this being German, on the back of the label here, there's no mention of the Zuckercolor, the what is it? What's also called in German? What's it called? Farbstoff. I think that's Danish. Yeah, nothing mentioned here about that. So I'm guessing this is natural in color, so that's great. Because Germany, you have to list on the label whether or not there is caramel color added to a whiskey. All right. And again, this one also, very nice aroma. And right away, I get that unmistakable sort of a Highland, Speyside, you know, that fruity character. Speyside, Highland, you know, Speyside is in Highland, in the Highlands. And this one, I think they don't mention Speyside, do they? Glenfarclas Highland Single Malt Scotch Whiskey. So even though it's a Speyside distillery, they call themselves Highland, and that's just because that's how they like to be known. All right, on to the nose now. We'll have a short word from the YouTube sponsors right here. Welcome back. Let's get into the nose. Glenfarclas 2004 Cask Strength Premium Edition for the German market, bottled in 2015. Potent, my goodness. You've really got to be very gentle when you smell that in. I took a too big of a whiff there. Initially, you get quite a bit of that alcohol strength coming through. So now, take your time with it. Interestingly enough, when I first bought this, I took it home. I thought I had bought a dud. And, well, as luck would have it, I left it aside for a little while. And this little bottle of whiskey came alive. Just like Night at the Museum. Oh, there we are. See, now already that rush of alcohol has dissipated. And it's still very strong, but it's revealing some walnut. It's revealing some very, very well tanned, well oiled leather. What else am I getting here? These are from my notes now. A little bit of mint and some pumpernickel bread. And I wrote here a raisin puree reduction. So take those raisins, puree them, and then stick it in a pot and get rid of some of the liquid by boiling it or simmering it. When you give it enough time, you'll be greeted with hopefully some sweet chocolate pastry. Something like a chocolate croissant. Croissant? Croissant, that's how we say it in English, croissant. French croissant. I can't. I need to relearn French. My wife laughs at me at my French pronunciation. I'm hoping that that gets improved because, well, though I live in Korea, probably that will change in the next, let's say, in the not so distant future. That's how I'll put it. Okay. A little bit grassy here also with the Glenfarclas. Okay, let's give that a taste now. Cheers, everyone. Now I took a good sized sip. Strong, but this one does really well with its age at cask strength. 11 years old, doing pretty well there. Again, I get this raisin sauce reduction. There's a hint of peat in there. Cinnamon and especially cardamom are showcasing in the palate. And I wrote here, it's very drinkable. It does get quite dry in the finish. Interestingly enough, I get some ruby port. There's a ruby port flavor going on there. Rum raisin, bitter chocolate, and medium to long finish. Pretty long. One more little taste for you. For me. It's very syrupy. It's the consistency of maybe like maple syrup cut with water 1:1. This one also does a really good job of creating that kind of sensory overloading, near ethereal effect. That's something that I really like, and I think that's a combination of the shape of the pots, the pot stills, the particular kind of barley, whether it's peated or not, and all this together creates this, for me anyway, this just really interesting kind of a experience. It's great. It's almost like my spirit and my body are beginning to kind of show themselves as separate. Okay, enough of that. Let's add a bit of water here. We're going to go in 1, 2, 3. That's about 4 milliliters of water added. Give it a good stir. Don't be shy. You know, some people think you got to go really, really slowly, like this, kind of like a, almost like a ritual, right? But really, according to what I've read, a fast agitation is really good at getting some of those scent compounds that have scent, to break free from the liquid. It's apparently kind of like if you want to imagine the Earth and its atmosphere, and in order to either leave or enter Earth's atmosphere, there's going to be some resistance. Anyway, so there's a resistance from the surface of the liquid that prevents a lot of compounds from getting out. So we want them to get out of there. A little bit more mintiness now. I can tell it's going to be a bit drier. And I write here it's grain spice, lemon oil, mint oil, and I wrote here blackberry juice, and salted walnuts. Isn't that interesting? Yeah. Anything else? Oh, black sesame. For the Koreans who are watching, black sesame, the hukkae. So there's a hukkae kind of a scent coming through, not the taste, the smell of them. Don't forget, you really want to make sure you smell foods and ingredients. Don't just rely on the taste of things. You're missing out on a whole dimension of sense. A whole sense of sense. The sense of smell. Okay, let's give that a try with a bit of water added. Still fairly clear. So perhaps this is chill filtered, but I have a feeling not, because a lot of distilleries set a threshold that beyond which they just don't do any chill filtration. Now, if that's the case, they should put it on the label, however, shouldn't they? All right. Onto the palate. Cheers, everybody. Lemon and raisin. Lemon curd, it's nutty. There is a lemon meringue pie coming through here, including the meringue. Rose. Black truffle oil. And a lot of these flavors I did not get when I first opened the bottle and poured it. I did not. In the finish now, I'm getting lemon and cherry jam, a juicy chocolate cherry, something like the Lowry's that came in the box. What was it called? What was that called? Lowry's cherry? I don't know. Anyway, that was just great. I missed those. One more taste. This one also, like the previous review of Cavalon, though it's got some dryness to it, some tannins, it really just kind of binds everything together. This is an outstanding whiskey. So let's get on to the WhiskyWhistle whiskey score for this one, okay? We'll have a short word from the YouTube sponsors right here. Welcome back. Glenfarclas 2004 Cask Strength Premium Edition, bottled in 2015. So either 10 or 11 years old. Great having a vintage, that's really cool. So the WhiskyWhistle whiskey score for this Glenfarclas is going to be 92 out of 100. That's the WhiskyWhistle whiskey score for Glenfarclas 2004. Bottled in 2015, the Cask Strength Premium Edition, one of 6,000 bottles worldwide. I guess it's just for the German market, actually. Anyway, what do I write here? This one needs time to breathe in the bottle, but it's a gorgeous malt. Oh man. So complex and fruity, with a little hint of peat and that just rich sherry influence. Amazing. And not only that, look at all these flavors I'm getting. Oh, I forgot to mention the eucalyptus in the nose with water added. But we've got lemon and raisin, we've got rose and chocolate and cherry and walnuts, sesame, and I also forgot pepper, peat, cinnamon, cardamom, bitter chocolate, rum raisin, pumpernickel bread. So lots of different kinds of flavors going in there. What an amazing whiskey this is. I'm really sad to say that I've only got half a bottle left. I had written it off when I was down just below the neck here, and I left it aside, and then right around here it started just getting amazing. I really wonder what's going to happen when I get down there. I might have to do another review. So anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. That's a great way to support the channel. Also, that way you'll keep up to date with all of the latest whiskey whistles, okay? And give it a like, leave a comment. What's your favorite Glenfarclas? Do you have another sherry matured whiskey that you'd like to talk about? Let me know or recommend, okay? We'll see you for the next one. Take care, everyone. Goodbye. Thanks for watching Whiskey Whistle. Be sure to subscribe, and don't forget to give this video a like and leave a comment down below. Be sure to stay tuned next time to join me, the host of the show, Mark, as I explore more whiskeys with you. Take care now, and we'll see you next time.